We're on hand 122 of the 150 to be played. And there's some tension starting to build as action begins on Dario Minieri.
Yeah, I'm ready to gamble with you.
Folds the 9 deuce.
You know that.
I'm ready to gamble when you're doing dead.
Elke raises the 1300 with king 10. Laak calls quickly with ace 8.
I bet the pot.
Perkins pots it.
How much?
64.
To 6,400 with the 8-6. Laak makes the call.
We know Laak has Perkins dominated. He knows Perkins could be doing this with any 2 cards.
Queen 3-8, 2 clubs. Laak and Perkins both with middle pair, but Phil with a stranglehold now with the nut flush draw. Bets 10K.
What an insanely good flop for Phil.
Perkins calls.
Phil's donk bet to induce action. Perkins snap calls with middle pair, no kicker. Seems pretty proud of himself.
Turn. 8 of diamonds, both players with trips.
Oh boy, both these guys have monster hands and monster stacks. Things are about to get real in here.
I believe you, Elke. I've been waiting all day to call.
Laak bets 25,000.
Someone get Bill Perkins a blanket because this is a cold deck.
I raise.
He's gonna raise it. There's the 25.
How much will Bill Perkins fire into the abyss?
Raises to 80,000.
Now 140,000 in this pot. Phil Laak with a bit of a knit roll or Hollywooding, but he's never folding.
I think I got you beat. I think you, unless you have like ace-8 of clubs or some sick demon hand.
Well, he's clearly not knit rolling, Joe. I think he's just relishing the moment.
I just...
Boys and girls at home, if I'm wrong and you're starting to try and like play good poker, and you think this is the night to let's follow Phil. He always gets unstuck. Maybe this is the time to watch a different program.
Should I give him the penny?
This is dirty.
That penny is cursed. I'm gonna make my own decision.
It's cursed. He's gonna fold. There's no way he's gonna call half his stack.
Well, you're right, Bill. He's not calling.
All right, this is what it looks like when I go all in. I am all in.
Laak's all in.
I call.
Perkins calls.
Good move.
Evil. It was evil. I'm sorry. You're my friend, so you can take it. You want to run it twice?
Twice.
Hey, how about 3 times in the first and last count? The middle doesn't count.
Go. Next.
So they're gonna run it 3 times.
Over 330K in the middle.
3 times, first and last.
Second river will not count.
I'm going. He got me. Cost me money and got me.
Perkins needs a 6 for the win. A queen or a tray will chop it.
But it's a 5.
First one's mine. The second one doesn't count, but we need to see what it is anyways. This is me. If a 6 comes now, I am super shallow.
So this river will not count.
A 6 would be pretty sick.
Nope. Deuce of diamonds, and that doesn't spoil any of Perkins' outs.
That one didn't count. Here's the last one that counts. No 6. Don't punish me for this funny business that I did.
You should get punished for all that drama.
You should get punished for all that drama.
Save the drama for your mama and deal.
Will he get punished? No. 10 of spades, and Phil Laak is going to drag a $335,000 pot.
Good. I'm out.
All right, buddy.
You got
that
it.
was sick.
Good drama. Good drama.
Sick.
All right, guys.
Sick.
Cabs are here.
Daniel raises to 1,500. Doyle folds. And pocket kings for David Williams. But he just calls.
David's playing it a little slow.
The loose cannon calls.
Everybody likes it.
We have some action.
Abe's in. So's Jason Calacanis. So 5 players to the flop. King Jack Trey, a monster flop.
Ooh la la gaga. David Williams has flopped a set. Will Davis has flopped a flush.
But action starts with Abe, who checks.
Everyone take a look. See if they have a spade in their hand.
Daniel does. Jason bets 4,000.
Leading out and drawing dead.
You knew anyways, you just faked it.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Daniel calls.
You'd expect David to raise here, try to thin the field. He's playing against 4 other opponents right now.
Every move you make is with a purpose.
David just calls.
It's a risky call.
All in.
And the loose cannon's all in.
Cannon time.
Loose Cannon's moved in to try to protect his flush.
Take it down.
Abe and Jason are out.
Oh, boy. Gamble.
You don't have much money.
26.
Count what you got. Let's have a count of the loose cannon one time.
All right, here you go.
This could be this could be that time here.
On the 4. Yes, right.
Well, I assume he's running it one time. David's only got 26.
and 100.
So if you have the nuts, I don't care.
Sorry.
David's very short. Daniel's trying to figure out what's in the side pot and what's in the main pot.
I win one of what's in the pot. It puts me, I think, just above.
Yeah, yeah. It's true.
What about this 100?
Gotta protect the chips, right? And the cards.
Oh, this is fun. I like this. This is fun.
If it weren't for the fact that the loose cannon might be making a move, this could be an easy fold for Daniel. He's behind to even one king. He could easily not have the best hand, and it's possible he doesn't even have the best draw. You can see he's a dog right now.
So we've got 69, 79.
Daniel's doing some calculations now. He's actually not getting very good odds, only about 1.25 to 1.
I mean, you're supposed to gamble sooner or later.
Daniel calls.
Pair the board, I call.
David's in 2.
Got a flush.
Oh, no. Okay.
Wow.
He's got the, well, you would have busted me anyway. Okay, I got a big side pot working. So let's just have a spade.
Just pair the board.
Just do one time, right?
The turn.
Spade is key. Just any spade.
Put that river down nice so I can see it.
That's a spade.
Good hand.
Will's out.
Oh, so I won that pot for sure. Go ahead, pair the board. What the hell?
All right, he wants to pair it, so just pair it.
David Williams still alive. Looking for the board to pair on the river. It doesn't.
Scooped it.
Wow.
Sick
Nice
hand,
nice
buddy.
hand.
Sick hand. Tell your wife I'm sorry.
Oh, look at this one. It's me and you. I got to raise it 1,200. So if you re-raise, then you build the pot so big, and then you're going to get bluffed out in a big pot.
Oh boy, Vanessa's got pocket rockets.
I'd say it's the perfect time to listen to Tony and re-raise.
Just calls.
Keep the pots low. I bet 2,000.
Yeah.
That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in the dark.
Tony bets in the dark and flops 2 pair.
A dark raise, that's hiding commitment to the game.
OM Tony G. Karma has left the building. I think we're about to see 2 people committed to this pot.
Vanessa raises to 5,000.
I'm going to raise it again.
Tony re-raises to 20 grand.
You can get it all in.
Tony G sounding very confident.
You ready?
Tony G is capable of this song and dance whether he's strong or bluffing. Vanessa is going to have a hard time getting away from this one.
You ready? If you win the hand, you keep me quiet.
Don't believe you. That bluff I'll call. That bluff I'll call.
Tony just added unspeakable equity to this pot.
Vanessa calls.
Tony's bombed the flop, which may make Vanessa think he's on a draw.
An ace on the turn. Rousso has top set.
Hello, nasty. As Tony G would say, ace from space, and Vanessa has gone from 0 to hero.
Tony G does have a flush draw
10,000.
and bets 10,000.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot.
Punch in the face.
Just push a button?
That ace dramatically improves Vanessa's hand, but if she put Tony on spades, he just got there.
She just calls.
On spade watch.
I check.
Tony checks in the dark. The river. A sick card, the 5 of hearts.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or you going to make a really weak check now on the end? Go on, Vanessa. You can do it.
For Vanessa, best card ever. Full house over full house.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too on the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. See, that shut me up. Well done, Vanessa.
Rick's the devil on Troy's shoulder. He's the devil wearing nada right now.
He calls. Ooh, pocket queens for Troy.
Troy can wait till after the hand to thank Rick. This is the monster he's been waiting for.
We're the 2 loosest players. We'll call you. It's not a problem.
If I push, will you call me?
You can't. It's, all you can do is pot it.
Troy does seem a little nervous.
Pot.
Total 76.
Troy raises pot. Viffer calls.
This is a very loose call from Viffer, especially considering Troy's yet to put this much money in pre-flop all week.
You were supposed to fold so I could repot him.
If you raise, I'll re-raise and then he'll fold.
That's collusion. You can't say that. But A for effort. I'm gonna fold and just get out of the way. I'll sit on this stack. I just got these chips. I'm gonna warm them up for a hand or two.
So down to 2 on the flop, including our loose cannon.
Troy's in very good shape to end up with the winning hand.
5-4-5 on the flop.
Safe flop for Troy. A bet here would probably take it down.
No bet, a check. So does Viffer.
Troy's trying to disguise the strength of his hand.
Ace of spades on the turn.
This might be a scare card for Troy.
Fires 10,000.
Maybe he remembered that Viffer limp called pre-flop, and he probably wouldn't have done that with an ace.
Viffer drawing dead at this point.
Looks like he's up to something.
Nice shift left.
50 or 60.
Viffer calls.
Makes the call drawing dead. He's clearly on a pure float, which means he may try to steal this pot from Troy on the river.
The river is the 3 of spades. Troy bets 10,000 again.
This is only a third of the pot. Viffer may read it as weak.
I'm all in.
Viffer shoves.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that suction? 10,000.
The loose cannon's been put to a decision for all of his chips, and he looks just sick about it.
Somebody call wardrobe. We're gonna need a new pair of drawers.
If the ace scared Troy, he should have wanted to get to showdown as cheaply as possible. Betting was not the way to do that. Now there's a lot out there to worry about. An ace, a 5, a deuce, they all beat Troy.
If Troy makes the call, he will have a profit of more than 64 grand and be the leading loose cannon.
But can he pull the trigger?
He cannot.
I would never bluff you, sir.
Nice hand, sir. Nice hand.
Viffer ripped Troy's heart out, and then he showed it to him. Brutal.
Ouch.
That is ouch.
That hurt.
That hurt.
That hurt so much. My
Nice hand. God. Nice hand.
Straddle.
So general straddle.
Yeah.
All over straddle, all over.
Double straddle from Tony.
You're taking away my straddle energy.
I'm not. I'm putting more money in there for the good players.
That's like wasted money.
You can raise
now.
him. You can raise him comfortably, knowing that he hasn't looked at his cards.
Action folds to Rankowski, who's out. Phil Hellmuth, ace jack.
A lot of money out there already, and it's unopened.
Real money.
All right, I opened for the pot.
Pots it.
And you looked, right?
Well, I think I looked. Allegedly, I looked.
Tony.
I'm all in.
Pot limit, brah.
Without looking?
Without looking.
Pretty sure he looked.
Well, you can't be all in.
66.
Tony repots it with ace king.
All right. You slow down. You slow down a bit. You got to save the rest.
Not if he believes you haven't looked.
Hellmuth now facing a raise and an angle shot.
It's hard to believe that you always have a hand against me.
Look, you could see the flop and get rid of it as well. Right? You could play good.
Without looking too?
I'm not looking. I haven't looked. I don't care. I know it's a random hand, and I got a random hand.
Wow, all that talking makes me think he's strong. I was for sure going to call before that.
15 on top, Tony.
He's saying he hasn't looked though.
He most certainly looked. Did no one see him?
He's saying you didn't look?
Yeah, you wouldn't lie, Tony, would you?
I wouldn't lie. You can
There you
check
go.
my hand if you want. You can tell him the truth.
You didn't look
I
at
haven't
either
looked.
card.
I haven't looked.
You promise?
Ask Joe. I mean, I haven't
I
looked.
can't say anything, but
I'm not going to look.
that's between you and Phil.
Says he hasn't looked. He hasn't looked.
I didn't
Do
see
you
it.
believe him? Yeah. He said he hasn't looked. Only Joe looked.
Did you look at your cards at all? I mean, it's...
Look, the people at home, no, I haven't looked. Joe's looked
well,
at my
if
hand.
you haven't looked, it's kind of an easy decision for me here.
We can run it 10 times as well.
Well, if you haven't looked, I guess I'll just move in.
All right.
Phil ships and Tony calls.
I did that. All right, you're close. You're up there.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
That's messed up.
So messed up.
Wow.
What do you think? I'm blind? How many times do you want to run
Well,
it?
I asked you if you had looked or not.
Do you want to run it how many times?
I'll let you choose, Tony.
Three
I
times.
I always lose, so. You kind of deserve to lose the first
I
one.
do deserve. I hope you win one.
Why would you lie? I mean, no, it's considered totally not uncool, man. I mean, it's not right.
I feel it's just a game.
That's etiquette, though. I mean, you don't
Phil,
say
what
you were
happens
blind
on
when
this
you were
table in play is just a game. We tell whatever we want.
So
When do you
all
tell
the
the
rules
truth?
of poker are just thrown out the window
Well,
for you.
call the floorman. If you think my hand might be dead, then.
That's horrible etiquette to say you didn't look at your hand, and you know, it's bad, really bad etiquette. But
What do you think? I'm a kid, Phil.
we're talking about etiquette.
I'm
so
a poker
you're
player.
the kind of guy that goes to the golf course, and when someone's playing you a big money match, you scream in the middle of their backswing.
You think that's the same thing?
Yes, I
don't
know
think
it's
that's
the same thing.
I don't
Listen,
think so.
if you pulled all the
We're
top
talking
players,
about the
you'd get
strength
crushed.
of our hand, and I'm selling
Let's just
you.
bet
hang on.
100,000 if we pull the top 20 players. We'll ask about your etiquette. Or maybe we'll bet a quarter
I can
million.
bet on myself, and I can be
Why don't
very
you just
happy
bet
with my
me?
own.
You know it's bad etiquette.
Phil, this is a
You
poker
know
TV
it's
show.
bad etiquette.
This is a poker TV show.
Well, don't argue with me then.
You
Don't
come
try
in
to
as
make
the best
excuses
player in
and
the world,
lie.
taking me on. You
No,
come in my
don't
house,
lie.
and I'm destroying you.
You
in
know it's
every
bad
part
etiquette.
of the game.
You don't say you haven't looked at your cards when you haven't looked at your cards. You don't do that.
Okay, well
It's
then
like a
I'm wrong.
rule of poker. It's like it's
Well, why'd you call?
horrible etiquette. Because I thought you hadn't looked at your cards.
Come on, Phil.
Well, if you want 25,000 this bad, you can have it.
You have to
How
pay
many times
attention
are we
to the
dealing?
game, Phil. If you're a professional player, you would pay attention to me looking at my hand. Will
Tony,
not
look,
you pay
if this is
attention?
the way you want to win, you can win this
I
way.
haven't done anything illegal. I looked at my hand. Everyone saw
No,
it.
when
that
you
paid
flop
attention.
straights and you say, I have a flush draw.
All right, you're a
ha, ha, ha,
policeman. Could you
that's-
make a comment?
No.
We're doing it 3
Okay,
times.
how many times? 3 times?
3 times. I admit that my
You deserve to
etiquette
lose the
is
first
terrible.
one again.
I do.
So you know, for that.
Karmically, he deserves to lose all 3. What a villain. I drink your milkshake.
So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Flop. King 9 tray.
Tony pairs his king, Phil drawing nearly dead.
How happy are you now that it's not running once? If you ran it 11 times, you know you'd win like 4.
Phil taking the high road.
I'm gonna run 11 times.
I drink it up.
Turns a jack.
That's bad for me. I need that jack on the next round.
yeah.
That's really bad
Well,
for me.
unless you get one now.
Yeah, unless I
Means
get
you
one
won't
now.
get any more. Win any more.
Terrible card for Phil. One less jack he can hit on the next run.
Give him the jack.
River, ace of diamonds.
That's kind of fair. Let's even out the deck a bit. You know, Phil, for me, I just want to undersell my hand. I don't know if the way I do it any way I can because it's a heads-up pot. That's me. I'm sorry that that's
You just
me.
admitted it was
I'm
bad
sorry
etiquette.
if I
You want to
bullied in the
retract?
pot. I'm sorry if I bullied you. I'm sorry.
It's
I
not.
don't want to bully you. I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
I feel
Tony,
bad.
Look, no problem. Nice hand, man. I mean, you know, you showed your true colors, which is bad for you here.
Here comes flop number 2. 7, 5, 10. No help to Phil.
That's not
You really, I don't think you're the kind of guy that wants to show your true colors all the time.
No, it's just your true colors can't escape you. You are who you are, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way I am.
Turn number 2, ace of clubs.
Phil's not even holding a club, so no flush draw can save him. He's looking for one of the 2 remaining jacks.
River, another 5, and Tony G takes the second run.
Don't rush. Don't rush. We might keep you in.
This is just agonizing to watch.
I want you to have a win. I want you to come back. Come back and show your fans that you're a great player.
Captain Hook doesn't really want to kill Peter Pan.
Flop number 3. Queen, queen, king, and Phil picks up some outs.
Ooh, now he needs a 10 and backdoor spades.
Well, that's actually better. There's 4 10s. There was only 3 jacks.
Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like the 10's out as well.
Even if Phil hits the 10, Tony can still make a full house.
Something. I mean, and a backdoor flush.
No space gone.
I have a good feeling about this one, but the math is just so strong against. How can I get there?
Now you'll get there.
How can I get there?
You will. You will.
It's just too.
Everyone wants you to get there.
Turn 7, no help to Phil.
Okay, the last 10. 3 10s. You can take insurance too.
Got another needle from Tony.
Our final river, Phil's gonna need a 10. It's a jack.
Whoa, you got there!
That's not cool.
No, he didn't.
No. Sorry. I was just joking, Phil. Did you believe me again? Was
No,
that bad
I didn't
etiquette
believe you.
too?
So Tony, so look, you're loaning me 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't accept it.
Okay, no problem.
But good game, man.
All right, I'm sorry, Phil. I really am. I'm sorry. I think you should retire. I think it's over. I think you're not there anymore, Phil.
Good thing we did.
All right, thanks.
I think you should take your coach, get a tandem bike, and get the hell out of here.
This is awful. What Tony's doing is horrific.
I think it's bike time. You know it. Take your man, and you boys start driving the bike like this. You guys are outclassed. You don't belong in this level, Phil.
Can you believe he lied about his hand?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that in a high limit game in your life? Tell the truth.
It's extremely strong because it's something you would never do.
Have you ever seen someone lie about their hand when they say they're in the blind? Ever in your life? Tell the truth.
No, I've never.
It's horrible etiquette. That's how he has to beat me, lying about stuff? I mean, he's crossed a lot of lines. That's the worst one ever.
Bye, guys.